Hello, Sunday School students, and welcome to Sunday School Online. I am your teacher for this session, Deaconess Robin Miller, and I come to you by way of the Greater Bethlehem Temple Apostolic Church, located in Cincinnati, Ohio, in the community of Northside, where Bishop James Chapman is our pastor, our First Lady, Lady Robin Chapman, and where we proudly proclaim as a church family, there is a God in Bethlehem, and Jesus is his name. Great day, Sunday School students! Thank you for joining me for our lesson this week, Jesus Beats Death for Easter. Our lesson text is found in the book of Mark, chapter 16, verses 1 through 8, and our golden text in the same book, the book of Mark, chapter 16, verse 6. Our golden text, as read in the International Children's Bible Version, but the man said, "Don't be afraid. You are looking for Jesus from Nazareth, the one who was killed on a cross? He has risen from death. He is not here. Look, here is the place they laid him." Our aim for this lesson is to see that Jesus came back to live, beating death and the grave. Our words to know, or our vocabulary for this lesson, is tomb, a type of place where bodies are buried. So I have a question for you. Have you ever been to a cemetery or a graveyard? Oh, me too. I have. Some of you said yes. I have too. I went after the services for my family or my friends. So after the church service, that's where we went. All people die, and graveyards remind us of that, but nobody likes death. In fact, I want you to do something with me. When I say the word death or die during the lesson, let's all say, boo! So let's practice. Again, when I say the word death or die, very good, boo! Okay, you got it. When people or animals, when they die, correct. Boo! It makes us sad and maybe even angry. We want to ask why death, boo, has to happen. Well, the Bible tells us why. It all began in the Garden of Eden. God created a perfect world for people to live in. That world had no sin and no death. Boo! But the first people chose to disobey God. And when they did, sin and death, very good. That is not how God wanted things to be in his world. But God had a plan. His plan was to have his son come to live in the world that is full of sin and death. Boo! God's son would come as a baby. He would grow up and he would never, ever sin. Not even once. Then he would die, boo, to pay for the sins of the world. But that wasn't the end of God's amazing plan. Jesus would come back to life, beating death, boo, and the grave. Remember in our Bible lesson last week, we learned that Jesus was beaten and made fun of, and then he died, boo, on the cross. After that, he was buried in a tomb owned by one of his followers. Then a huge stone was put in front of the doorway. Jesus died, boo, on a Friday. Jewish people worship God on Saturday, so no one came to the tomb that day. But first thing on Sunday morning, some women who followed Jesus took spices to put on Jesus' body. That would hide the smell and was a special way people cared for the bodies of people they loved. Those women were probably feeling very sad. They didn't know yet that Jesus had come back to life, beating death, very good, boo, and the grave. The women knew about the huge stone that covered the doorway to the tomb and wondered how they would move it. But when they arrived at the tomb, that huge stone had already been rolled away. The women were surprised, but they still went into the tomb. Instead of a dead, boo, body, there was a young man sitting right where Jesus' body would have been. He was dressed in a white robe. The women stopped. They must have been very afraid. So the young man said, "Don't be afraid. You are looking for Jesus of Nazareth, who was crucified. He is risen. He is not here. Look at the place where they laid him. There is no dead, boo, body here." Then the young man said, "Go and tell his disciples that Jesus is going to Galilee. You will see him there, just as he told you." The women didn't say anything. They were shaking as they walked out of the tomb. They were overwhelmed by what the young man had told them. Jesus had come back to life, beating death, boo, and the grave. And because Jesus is alive, one day everyone who believes and trusts in Jesus will live in a perfect world with no sin and no death. Correct. Boo! Just as God planned from the beginning.
Excuse me, hello. Excuse me, hello. You. Excuse me, hello.
I know what that sound means, and you do too. It's time for our review. So here's the first question. What did the first people choose to do that brought sin and death in the world? Do you remember? Let's see if that's right. They disobeyed God. Very good. Now, if you actually said they ate the fruit that he told them not to eat, I will accept that. But I do want you to remember disobedience brought sin into the world. Okay, next question. What was Jesus buried in? Some of you got it. Remember, it's our vocabulary word or word to know for this week. Okay, a tomb. Last question. How did Jesus beat death and the grave? He came back to life. He is risen. Very good. Thank you, students, for your participation. Join me next week when our lesson will be God guards his people. Our lesson text will be 2 Peter chapter 2 verses 1 through 10a, and our golden text will be 2 Peter chapter 2 verse 9. Our golden text, as read in the International Children's Bible, reads, "And so the Lord knows how to save those who serve him. He will save them when troubles come, and the Lord will hold evil people and punish them while waiting for the judgment day." And you are cordially invited to come worship with us this year. Join us for virtual and in-person services. For inclement weather, see our website to confirm service platforms, for instance, virtual or in person. And remember, there is room for you. Additionally, please take note of our prayer line at 513-681-9665, option 3. Please know that you are not in this alone. Please call our prayer line and allow our prayer counselor to pray with you. And now for your cordial invitation, a word from our pastor.
The church is not here to hurt you. The church is not set up to run you down. The church is established to help you. If you're hurting, you ought to be here. If you got trouble in your life, you ought to be here. Things ain't going right, this is the right place to be. The church is where crooked is made straight, rough is made plain, sadness made joy. God's house. I've been here since I was 16, 74 now. And I've never seen the righteous forsaken, and I've never seen his seed begging bread. I tell people all the time, hang with Jesus. Whatever, hang on to Jesus. You'll make it. If you hold on to Jesus, you'll make it. If you hold to Jesus, you will make it. No demon, no devil, no hellhound can stop you. I'm holding on to Jesus. You may lose some stuff, some friends and family on the way, but I'm holding on to Jesus. Glory, God bless you.
I couldn't have said it better myself. We'll see you at church. For more upcoming events, please visit our website, gbtac.org, and stay tuned for our announcements that happen and are made during our broadcasts. While you're on our GBTAC YouTube channel, please remember to like, to subscribe, hit that reminder bell so that you get additional content as it becomes available, and we thank you. Thank you so much for having joined me for Sunday School Online. I hope that you have a great day. And remember, come back and join me again when we will be looking into the Word of God. But remember, when you come back, don't come back alone. Bring your family, bring your friends, bring your coworkers. And I leave you with my borrowed saying from VeggieTales: God made you special, and He loves you very much. Bye.